What is what is up, guys? Private Eye Russ here. Welcome to another episode of the Private Eye Russ Show. I am your host, owner, operator, full service private investigation and consulting firm, Private Eye Russ. Corporate theft investigations, litigation support investigations, criminal defense investigations, premarital background checks. I've had to raise the price on those. I'm also offering consultations, one-on-one consultations. I'm getting away from the coaching just because it just takes too much time. And also, too, I tried to make it available to people at an affordable rate, but I've had people that were like crowdfunding their coaching, where one guy would sign up for coaching, but they would ask questions for different guys and nonsense like that. And look, I get it if you're on a budget, but everything's not for everybody. And so I need to make sure the product I'm putting out that I'm being compensated for, guys. I run a business. All right. So the ebook as well has had to get pushed back a little bit further, just because I've been on back literally in the last month or so. I've been on probably 8 or 9. I'm losing track because I did another one yesterday. Just got off another one yesterday. Another one coming up soon. Either 9 or 10 executive protection details, just one after another, with very little break. Sometimes no break. Like I would finish one and start another one the very next day. So I've just been busy. I've been slammed with work. So the ebook will be coming out soon. It'll add a great deal of value to you guys. It won't be super expensive, but it is not going to be for free. I know there are people out there that think everything should be for free, and I don't know why you guys think I should not make money. The stuff I'm putting out will add value to your lives and help you improve your lives and save you from a lot of trouble. So yes, it is going to be something that I'm going to charge for. I do also offer threat mitigation services, as well as strategic planning services as well too. Look, here's the thing, guys. I've had people complain about different services because they think everything should be cheap or free. I run a business. All right, for me to justify the time I spend putting things together, like writing a book to help you guys, I've got to monetize it, and I need to be compensated for it. I know some guys think you shouldn't. Everything should just be for free, and all I can say is that is not how the real world works. All right? It would be nice if everything were free, but nothing works that way. Maybe you should move to New York, because apparently everything's supposed to be really free very, very shortly. Shout out to the people in New York. They voted in Mr. Mamdani, and so he ran on free stuff. And so will he be able to deliver that free stuff? I don't know. I sincerely doubt it, because it's just there's no practical way for him to do that. But we'll have to see, won't we? So anyway, let's get into this video. It's going to be a short one. I'm going to react to this video about France and paternity tests. Fair use.
Fun fact. Paternity tests, which are used to confirm a man is the biological father of his child, are illegal in France. And if a father is caught using a paternity test in France or in any other country, he could face up to a year in jail and a $16,000 fine. In 1994, France banned DNA testing because it had the potential to break up too many families. Even today, at-home...
Okay. So here's the thing. There is a difference between men and women cheating. Men don't get pregnant. That's the main difference. I know there's others. I won't go into the morality side of things. There's so many other people pushing morality on people. That's not my thing. But if a woman goes and cheats on her husband and gets pregnant, then that man has to raise that child. That happens here in the United States of America as well too. It doesn't matter if you get a DNA test or not. In the state of Florida, if a married woman gets impregnated by a man outside of her marriage, meaning not her husband, the husband is still legally obliged to care for and provide financial care for that child until they're 18 years old, unless the individual who impregnated her decided he wants to foot the bill. And how many times does that happen? Probably not very much. Anyway, fair use. Let's keep going. But, sorry. So destroy the fabric of too many families in France. Okay, so France, married people be getting busy in France, man. Married guys get busy in France at a meteoric rate. Women probably maybe even a little bit more so. They like enjoying the company of different people outside the marriage. My main thing would be like, yo, just make the dude put a Jimmy hat on so you don't bring a baby home, but I guess not.
DNA tests like 23andMe are banned in France. Because in France, 5 out of 10 men and 4 out of 10 women admit to cheating on their partner. And culturally, the attitude towards cheating
50% cheating rate. 50% cheating rate. Holy smokes, man. You guys think it's bad here. I'm not even going to go into the percentage because whenever I talk percentages, people will say that I'm being a this or that or whatever. I hate this group or I hate that group. I don't hate any groups, man. I just pass on my observations, guys. As a licensed investigator who's been doing this for a very long time, I've seen things that some of you would not believe. But I also understand trends, and I understand. I know what I see when I see it, and so if I see so many people cheating and so many cheating cases, and I talk to other investigators, the same thing. I know the rate is pretty high, maybe not 50%, but it's pretty high.
is quite relaxed. So the government worried that allowing DNA tests to be conducted freely would unnecessarily tear apart too many families, saying the law preserves the peace of families. And the only way to get a legal paternity test in France is if it's ordered by a judge.
Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about paternity tests, and not necessarily just about France, but in general. Should you be getting paternity tests before you sign a birth certificate? Yes, you should. Whether you're married or not, you should. Even though you're going to be legally bound to take care of the child, I would want to know, and I'm sure you guys would want to know as well too. There should be mandatory paternity tests. I think if there were more things like that available, fewer people would be irresponsible. Like, okay, you're going to cheat, that's one thing, but don't let people go in there raw because you know the likelihood to produce a child is very, very high. Now, I know there are groups of women out there who think paternity tests should not happen and they should not have to submit to them, but you have to look at it from the other side as well too. Men take a great deal of pride in looking after their own children. I'm talking about the guys who do take care of their children. If you're a guy who doesn't take care of your children, shame on you. You should be taking care of your child. Every child that is fathered, you father a child, you should take care of it, period. I know the Bible says something about that. I'm not a big Bible guy. I'm a Christian. I'm not always a very good one, but the Bible, to paraphrase it, says a man who does not take care of his children is worse than an infidel. Infidels are pretty high up there as far as being naughty and not good, right? So take care of your children, but if you can't take care of them, don't have any. Women, on the other side, don't produce children outside your marriage, or don't produce a child until some other guy that's his kid. That is incredibly unfair. I know women don't understand certain things about men's psyche. This is one of those things that men will find absolutely unforgivable. And I've heard women on the internet, and I've even heard women, I've heard women say, well, it shouldn't matter. It's your child. You've been taking care of it. No, it does matter because it's not his offspring. And so, like, I was actually seeing a woman once who asked me to get her pregnant. She wanted me to get her pregnant. She went that private Eye Russ DNA. Anyway, I can't blame her. But still, my answer was no. Look, when I'm married, I'm not trying to have any more children. That's the only reason I would ever get married. I'm not going to have children outside of wedlock. And then she asked me, she said, well, would you help raise or take care of someone else's child? And I said, absolutely not. I said, I have zero interest in that child or their success. I have a lot of interest in my own DNA, my own son being successful. So I invest everything in him. And, the argument she came back with was, well, you have so much to offer. That's okay. I do offer a lot of things. I do give you guys here a lot of value, and you're going to be getting a whole bunch more. Do I give you everything my son gets? Absolutely not. Sorry, absolutely not. He gets more. He gets more than anybody else is going to get from me, and rightly so because he is my son. So DNA tests, I think they should be mandatory. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think DNA testing should be mandatory? Married or unmarried? If a woman comes to you and says, hey, I'm pregnant and it's yours, should DNA testing be mandatory? Why? Because the reason I ask is because if it isn't mandatory and you don't know that it's yours and you're paying forever for a child that isn't yours, it's going to sting a whole bunch. And I'll give you a personal example. Not me personally. One of my best friends, what we call a day one. I've got two day one homies, right? He's paying child support, and he paid child support for many years. And he found out he had three children by the same women, supposedly, allegedly. And what happened? Well, they did one of those DNA things. They found out that two of those three were not his kids. Two out of three. Now he handled it well because he didn't have a choice. The state is not going to give you a refund. They're not going to demand women give you a refund for 18 years of child support for these two children. He actually got arrested for being in arrears of child support and spent some time in county jail. And so this is how serious a problem that is. Women, just make sure that you are not getting impregnated by someone who is not outside your marriage. Or better yet, don't cheat. Men don't cheat. Women don't cheat. I know people are going to, but it's just my 2 cents. Anyways, your boy Private Eye Russ. Again, please, while you're here, before you go, this is free for you. It means a lot for the channel. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. I want to hear what you guys think about this paternity test thing, and whether or not it should be mandatory. I think it should be, but let me know what you guys think. It's your boy Private Eye Russ. I am out. See you guys in the next one.